Wondering what resources to tap into when you get to LA? Watch the show.
Hi, I'm Kim Wilson,
And I'm Natasha Marchewka.
and this is Speechless. Welcome to our behind the scenes take on real life in video, where we share our stories and our resources and our unsolicited opinions, and they are big.
Hey, today we have Michelle Lynette Bush. She is both a costume designer here in LA and a voice actor. And she's been in LA since 2003 doing all the things. So I knew she would be the best person to have on to tell us what should we do when we get here? Because I live outside of LA, just outside of LA, and I'm not doing all the things. She's doing all the things. I knew she could tell us what to do, who to see, where to go. Check this out. Listen to the show.
Speechless. Speechless.
Welcome,
Are we
Michelle.
recording?
So happy to have you here. Hello to Burbank. Hello, hello, hello. We can't wait to dig in and talk to you. But first, let me take a selfie. No, just kidding. But first, let's share our beverages. What did you bring to
Yes.
drink, Michelle?
I have a lovely lavender coffee
Ooh,
in my
lavender.
favorite Libra mug that I drink out of pretty much every day. Yeah, I put a little lavender in there to make it special.
like a lavender syrup, so it's a bit sweet.
Yes,
Is-
just a little sweet
Yum.
Isa
and a little
Lopez told
flowery.
us a little bit about that lavender. You and
Mm.
Isa Lopez, I love it. I started with Parch. It is a spiced pina rita, non-alcoholic, botanicals and adaptogens, whatever that means.
Mhm.
And it was terrible. So I ran downstairs
Mushroom.
and I got
Mushroom, so yuck.
the Cole Mox. I don't even know.
Cool
Mox.
mocks.
Oh, Cool Mox.
Cool mocktails.
I'm clearly cool. Blackberry Mojito. Blackberry Mojito.
Is it good?
And it's better. It's sweet.
Okay.
If you like sweet, it's good. I would cut this with a little seltzer, and on my way I go. What do you have?
Here's the seltzer, but it's flavored and it's delicious. Not sweet at all, unsweetened. It's called Snowberry, but it's raspberry and vanilla Arrowhead sparkling water.
Now that sounds good.
Oh, it's so
Cheers.
Oh,
good.
that sounds really good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy
Mm.
summer.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Busy.
Michelle.
Yeah.
I am so glad to meet you this week. For those of you who are listening, we got to meet each other for the first time in Burbank at the Voicecaster 50th anniversary party, and that was so fun. You are just like a ball of fire. But I'd love you to tell our audience a little bit about you and how did you become so in the know? Because that's why we have you on today. You are the girl in the know for the voiceover community. Tell us how
In
you
LA.
became. Tell us how you became the guru of LA.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I lived in Chicago for a while. And then I moved to LA in 2003. So I've been out here 22 years.
Nice.
I did not move out here as a voice actor. I moved out here because I was a costume designer. So I moved
Whoa.
out here to do costume design in film and television. I had been doing a lot of theater in Chicago. I did start out as an actress when I was 7 years old. And then I went into college. I was a theater major. I went into college as an actress and then came out as a costume designer and ended up in LA wanting to do costume design. I was one of the biggest jobs that I did costume design wise was I was the assistant costume designer for Dancing with the Stars for
What?
5 seasons.
What? Stop
Yes.
it right now.
It was an incredible dream come true. And then it also, after 5 seasons, it was incredibly exhausting.
Right.
So I kind of got burnt out for a little bit on costume
Okay.
design, and I wanted to think of another career in the arts that I could do. And I really missed acting, but I didn't want to be on camera. And then at the time, I had a lot of on-camera actor friends, and they were like, they had just done some voiceover jobs. I'm like, oh, tell me more about voiceover. So I started taking classes at Calmanson and Calmanson. I just took class after class after class for like 2 or 3 years, and just really learned a lot from that. And then I was completely in love. I was like, where has voiceover been all my life? Like being in the booth felt
It,
so good,
I
you
know it's
know.
easy to fall in love with, I have to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. And then meeting the people in the
Mm.
classes around
Mhm.
LA. The voiceover community has the coolest, most interesting, kind, sweet
Mhm.
people.
Say it
Um,
again. I
yes,
know. Our community is one of the most warmest communities in the entertainment business.
And
it
close.
really
We're
is.
so
'Cause-
close.
We talk
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah, and it's not competitive in costume world, it feels a little more competitive.
Sure. Okay.
In voiceover world, everyone's rooting for each other. I
I
don't know if it's
know.
just a different type of personality that leads certain kinds of people to do VO. I don't
Mm.
know what it is, but VO people are the best people.
They are. We all, yeah, you're right. We root for each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Kalmanson and Kalmanson really kicked off all my learning. I was very much about taking a lot of classes and a lot of workshops because you can't just learn how to be a voice actor out of nowhere. And
Right.
then one thing that good advice after I finished, gone through all those classes was find a workout group to keep in practice, to keep at the mic, to meet peers, to meet other people. And that's when I looked on Facebook for a voiceover group in Los Angeles, and I found the Gardner workout group, the Gardner Street workout group run by Tim Friedlander. Now, this was about 11 years ago. So it was long before Nava, long before everyone in the voiceover world knew Tim and how amazing he is. I got to know him early on. And he
An
was such
OG.
a, yeah, yeah, I'm an OG. He calls me that, OG Gardner Street. And that workout group, I went every single Thursday for 6 years. And
Wow.
Wow. You
the
must have met
yeah, and the
everyone.
community that came through and that the regulars that always went and our voice directors and casting
Mm,
directors and
mm.
Tim and
Wow.
Jay Preston really got some good people in there to teach us,
Mm.
and we all learned from each other because
Mhm.
sometimes it's not even about your time in the booth, it's about watching and listening to other people and the
Mhm.
feedback that they get. So
A
I really
hundred
think that,
percent.
yeah, if you're in LA, find other voice actors to have a workout group with, or now it's called Soundbox LA, the Gardner Street workout group. It's fantastic.
Mm. So it's still existing as a workout group. It's just
It
called
still
Soundbox.
exists. Now I think Matthew Slim to Reason runs it. He's the other part of Nava, Tim, Karin, and Matthew, and he's the one running it now. It's still in the same location at Tim's studio, Soundbox LA.
Mhm.
But Tim's busy going to Washington, D.C. and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but it still exists. And it's like a whole new group of people now, but some of the OGs still come in now and then.
Very
Yeah. That's
cool.
so
So fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I just listened to your character demo before we got on here. Holy moly. You are so fun. And
Yeah.
you're singing at the end. Did you always
Oh,
sing?
yeah. I mean, I grew up as like a musical theater nerd.
Oh
So yeah.
my God, it's hilarious. If you haven't heard her character demo, I highly encourage you to go listen to it right now. We will put your information at the bottom of the screen. It is so
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I had so much fun making it.
I
I
can
got it done
tell.
at Voice Tracks West with Susan Palio. She's
Wow.
fantastic. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for already. We're only 5 minutes in, and you've given us so many resources.
I
And
know.
that's what we're all about. Oh, I did want to say, if we don't have, and I don't know why we wouldn't, but we might not have the Gardner Street workout or the Soundbox LA workout on the Speechless website, we do have a section for workouts on there, everybody. So we'll be sure to find the link for that one. I'd be surprised if it's not on there, but who knows?
It will be now.
It will be now. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
Great people.
you've been here a long time, so you know what it's like for new people to come, not just yourself, but other new people, because you're seeing people come in and out of classes and workouts. So being a hub for VO, it can be overwhelming. So what do you suggest to new people, or even not new to VO, but new to LA? Where should they go to get connected and, grounded in the city with the VO community?
Well, definitely there's a like you want to study or go to workout groups or more like workshops and classes
Mm-hmm.
with the people who can cast you,
Mm-hmm.
um, which
Yeah.
is a lot easier to do in Los Angeles.
Mm.
Now, a lot of those classes are on Zoom as well, ever since the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
some are in person. I prefer in person because I just feel like you can really connect with people better in
Yeah.
real life.
Yes.
And before
Yes.
the pandemic, that it was all in person, and now it's kind of hybrid both. Um, I would say Mary Lynn Wisner's voice casting. She has amazing workshops and classes with casting directors, agents. She's completely legit. She's amazing. She gets only the best people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Her classes are definitely worth it.
I need
There's
to just
also
enter, and I just need to, before you move on to the next person, Marilyn Wisner does all Zoom now. It was in person, but she does have full day classes that are in person. So you'll want to go to voicecasting.com to see if there's anything live, but also the Zooms are great. Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to share that.
No, that's fine. I think her and Jeff Howell have an in-person one
They
coming up.
do.
I just got an email about it today.
Yes.
Also,
Oh,
get on
cool.
email lists of places
Mhm.
like that,
Mhm.
so you can stay in the know. I also am a big fan of Van voiceover. I mean, I'm sorry, it's Voice Actors Network,
Mhm.
run by Ben Pronsky. They are really like that's after you have more experience, like
Mhm.
because they vet their people that take their classes have to be vetted. You have to have your demo, you have to have agent representation, things like that to get into their classes. So once you get that, those classes are amazing. They get all the best people like video game directors and animation casting directors, agents, all of that. And
Mhm.
you really get to have a great, 3 hour long workout.
Mhm.
And like I said, a lot of it's learning from watching other people too.
Right.
I mean, you learn from
Right.
being directed and you also learn from watching your peers and getting feedback from them, giving them feedback.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's easier to hear things from other people than yourself. Um,
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
yeah, those are my favorites. I mentioned Soundbox LA before for workout groups. Also the Voice Caster, they have awesome
Yeah.
classes.
They sure do.
Kelly is an amazing casting director. Get on her mailing list too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say Voice Caster, Voice Casting, and Van and Calvinson. Those are like the big four in LA.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
I've been here a while and I just stay in my little Santa Clarita bubble, so I don't go out to those things too much. So, in your opinion, so which types of workshops or workout groups are truly worth investing in? And maybe you've already said it. We were going to say in which ones can people skip, but w- let's not ask that. 'Cause we don't
Okay.
like to say don't go to this. We just don't mention
Yeah.
anything. So if you think of anything else, because you just gave us a whole bunch that are
Um,
really worth investing in, what do you think?
um, and besides those ones that I mentioned about investing
Hmm.
in,
Hmm.
another way to get good vetting information is from your
Hmm.
peers. And that's why it is
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
important to
Hmm.
network, go to
Right.
events, go to classes, and then you'll find out there's new classes that I might not know about. I know
Right.
Scott
Right.
Parkin and Kristen
Kristen.
Pava. Yeah,
Hmm.
they have an amazing thing that they just started, and I only heard about that from friends. Um, the community looks out for each other and they will tell you, like, oh, no, don't tell the new people, don't study with that person. They're not legit. Just pay attention and listen to your friends, to your VO
Yeah.
friends. People that
Right.
have been around a little longer, get advice from them. Everyone's very friendly.
Word of mouth. It's a big
Mm-hmm.
deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, tell us how all the VO ladies came about and what is it for those of us who don't know what it is?
All right. Well, it's the most happening hippest thing in town. No, just kidding. Um, all the VO ladies is an amazing group of VO ladies. It was begun, I want to say it was like 2018, 2017, around there.
Wow. Long time ago.
Um, yeah, Wendy Shapiro and I
Oh, I love her.
met doing some. Yes, Wendy is amazing. We went to a retreat in Solvang with
Mm,
Randy
yeah.
Thomas. Like it was like a
Mhm.
weekend retreat, all for VO, very valuable. Those kind of things are really cool because a lot of the women that I met at that retreat, it was mostly women. I think there was one guy. Um, it just worked out that way. And like everyone that I met there, I'm still friends with pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we built some really good friendships. And right after that Solvang thing, there was the VO cruise with Mary Lynn Wisner and Bob Bergen, the voice of Porky Pig. And it was a 7-day cruise that went to Mexico. This was like 2018-ish, probably 2017, before the pandemic and the before times. And Wendy was also on that cruise. A few of us had done both that retreat, the Solvang retreat, and then the VO cruise. So we really became friends. And Wendy decided she wanted to start a VO ladies group. So it was her brainchild. She came to me to help. She was like, help me get this started. And we decided, there's the voiceover collective going around that was male and female, really great community of
Can you
LA
explain what that
voice
is?
actors. Yeah, the voiceover collective was something started by Jay Preston and Tim Friedlander, and then later Brad Venable came in. So the three of those guys ran the voiceover collective, and the whole thing was to help each other rise. We rise together was the motto.
Oh,
And yeah, and those three guys were fabulous. They did so much for all of us, getting us discounts on classes and workshops because they can get really expensive. And
yeah.
yeah, so they were fantastic. And then when Wendy came to me about the women's group, I was kind of like, wow, we can be like the female version of that. Because I love those men. I really do.
Mhm.
But let's have a ladies' side where it's just the girls and we can have a
Sure.
sisterhood. Because there are things that women can bond over that men just won't understand. So, and then we don't have to
Period.
listen. Also, we don't have to listen to any mansplaining, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So I was like, yeah, let's do it, Wendy. So it started with our inaugural brunch, and we had probably 30, 40 ladies there. And
Wow.
yeah, and we had brunch and we got buddies, like accountability buddies to like check in with and keep each other motivated and going on our journey, share advice, share tips. Like I was saying, tell you who not to work with, who not to study with, who you should be studying with. What studios even or companies like don't work with them, they don't pay you. Or this company's great, they pay you fast, or any advice that it could be. It was just like a sisterhood for the women in VO.
Mm.
And
It's still
then
going on. It's still going on, right?
it still
Okay.
exists. And after the pandemic, I believe, things were slowed down because we couldn't get
Mhm.
together in person as much. So
Right.
Wendy enlisted the aid of Natasha
Woo!
to help us get it even more organized and more reach out to even more people. And Natasha came in and really got things going for us again. Thank you, Natasha. You're amazing.
So fun.
Um,
She is. She is.
she recently, I was like, I think we need because we were having trouble with the Facebook page because Facebook's always changing their stuff and being annoying. And some people are just hate Facebook now. So I was like, I think we need an Instagram page for all the VO ladies. So Natasha is more tech savvy and all of that than me and Wendy
Imagine
are.
that.
So we're like,
What?
Natasha, can you do it? Can you start it? So she did.
So it's
And
just new, and we have a
yeah,
lot of followers and we follow a lot of people, but we still have to get into a posting routine. But if there's an event, we will post it there.
Okay, so
yes.
I'm opening it now. What is it called? All the VO ladies? Is that
I
what it's
think
called?
there's
There's
underscore between each of the
underscores.
words.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay, let me find it.
underscore the underscore VO underscore ladies.
There it is. There it
And
is.
we
Following.
also, and I guess it was a year ago, Michelle, when we invited all the VO ladies, not just all the LA ladies.
That's right. Because when the group originally started, it was called All the LA VO Ladies,
The Lavo
the
ladies.
Labo Ladies. And it was mainly to get together in person in Los Angeles. And then when Natasha came along, Natasha knows a lot more people outside of LA than I do. I think probably because you go to more convention. I don't really go
We
to
know
like
very
VO.
different groups of, yeah, we know very different groups of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we decided maybe it would be good to open it up to everybody. And that way, when people come, because people come into LA for certain events, then they can meet up with the LA VO ladies. Um, This weekend, in fact, we are having our third annual VO Ladies pool party, and
Woo!
there are indeed people coming in from other states for
Are
the
there?
party. I think
I
so,
love it.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, Julie Shields, she's here a lot. She lives in Texas. She's coming. A
Yeah.
few other people. And I've already had like on our new Instagram page. I don't know if you saw this, Natasha, but somebody was like, "Hey, can we plan a VO Ladies event around the time of the Nava Gala? Because a lot of
Oh,
us will be in town." So
let's do it.
it's a nice, yeah, I think we should. It's just a really nice way for people that don't live in LA to feel welcome in LA. They
Mm.
can come join the ladies.
It has a
And
different
Guys,
vibe.
this
It's
is
not a networking
wonderful.
vibe, it's a friendship vibe.
yes,
Yeah.
I love
it's
it. I
definitely
love it.
based on building
The
friendships.
thing is,
Yeah.
though, if you don't get a message from us, you have to go to the site. You have to go to the Facebook, all the VO Ladies site, and or the Instagram one because we never know if people are seeing our stuff
Right.
Yeah.
because of algorithms. So yeah, keep your eye on that. And if you are a male, you will not get added to the list. So some have
Nope.
tried. You
I've
can't
been
do it.
letting people in because we have our Instagram page is private. Well,
Mm.
both are, but so I've gotten a lot of requests, and I've been letting people in if I see that they're a voice actor and that they know other people follow them that I know. But we've had like in the past week or so, I've had like 4 men try to get in, and I'm like, what don't you understand about all the VO ladies? There's been boys trying to get in, and I'm like, no boys allowed. Mm-mm. I love boys, but they're not
But
allowed.
what I love the vibe about it too is that it really is, if you need a studio, if you need a place to stay, if you want to go to a show of any kind, a movie to the symphony to a live show, let people know you're going if you want someone to go with you. And someone might say, yeah, I'm free. Let's do it together. And you could know them, you might not know them, but you can rely on a good friendship. I think it's very different from
I
anything.
love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, let's face it, VO is very solitary. You're alone in your booth. So
Yeah, we're all
these
looking
groups
for
like this are a way to
connection.
reach out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done
Tell
bowling
us.
events, we've done high tea, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Different, very different things.
And Wendy, Natasha, and I all agree that let the women in the group plan
Yes.
things too. Whatever you
Yes.
want to do. If you have an idea,
Yeah.
bring it up to us and we'll be
Sure.
like, yeah, let's go for it.
Sure. Yeah. So we wanted to talk about agents with you. So, there's a lot of talent coming to LA to chase representation, and we want to share what talent should really understand about getting signed in this market, and how should they
Yes.
be prepared, or what should they be prepared to, expect in that regard.
Yes. I would say that LA agents, it's the most hard um, area to get an agent in, most competitive, I should say, because the best of the best are at with LA agencies. So the first step is go to their website and look and see who's on their roster and listen to those people's demos and make sure they don't already have somebody similar to you. Make sure that you can fill a spot on the roster that they don't have already. The other thing is to get signed with an agency, they're usually more interested in your commercial demo and your commercial work because I have not really heard of, I'm sure it has happened, but it's rare for an agent to take you on based on your character demo or animation demo. Usually they want commercial first and then animation and video games later because the commercials make more money for them.
that's what I was going to
Um,
ask. Do you think it's because of the money? Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Right.
Yeah, I really do. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish they would just take people that want to do animation, but you kind of have to get an LA agent, you kind of have to have your commercial demo in a good place.
Yeah.
Also, it's best to come to them with jobs you've already booked
Yeah.
on your own or through regional agents. It's very rare for a big LA agent to take on someone with no credits.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
want to build up your credits before you approach LA agents. Um, and the other thing, oh, make sure that you contact the right person. Because
Right.
different agents within an agency deal with different departments of
Genre.
that
Yeah.
agency. So
Hmm.
make sure, I mean, go
Yes.
ahead and send your animation demo, but make sure you have maybe reach out to the commercial agent first and then be like, hey, I'd
Right.
love to send my animation demo to your animation agent, and then they can get that
As
rolling.
as one of our agents that was a guest on our show said, it's not a good look.
If you send it
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah, if you send it to the wrong agent, it's not a good
Yeah.
first impression.
Yeah.
No. So do your research, know who the agents are and know who's already on their roster and
Yeah,
is there a place for you.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
make sure your demo's not like badly produced. Make sure it's a professionally made demo.
Don't
Yeah.
make it in your basement.
Right.
And actually, I have an additional bit to add, if you don't mind, and then we're going to throw to a
No, go
break.
ahead.
But I think FaceTime is really important because you can do all that research and you can get your demos, squared away. But then go to the workshops, go to the events, go to the parties, and be seen. And you don't want to sell yourself every time, but just see them, be seen, whether it's in Zoom or live or both, so they kind of know who you are. Because if they don't know you at all, you have way less chance of
Right,
even communicating with them, right?
right.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
And also, that's why networking with coaches and casting directors is important too,
Mhm.
because you can use them as a referral to the agent. A lot of times, a busy LA agent will be drawn in, like, oh, I was referred by Mary Lynn Wisner. They'll be like, oh, Mary Lynn knows her stuff. Let me check this person out. But if you're just
Right.
like, you know, hi, I want to be a voice actor in LA, they're like, next.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because there's
Whether
a
you're
lot of
legit
us.
or not, either
There's a
way.
lot of us, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to throw to a break, but then we're going to come back and ask Michelle about how having a creative, you have your costume design, you have your voice acting, how that's benefiting you and your career as a voice actor. I think it does. And so we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just jumping in here with our promo as we do. We have two sponsors right now. We have voinbox.com, and what that is a voiceover marketing service. We had him on the show a couple months ago,
Jonathan,
Jonathan Grant, but he owns VO Inbox, and it's for pro-level talent only. It's managed email campaigns with leads included. What? Yes. Go to voinbox.com and you can set up a discovery call with him. I recommend watching the show first because then you'll know what questions to ask him. It's
agreed.
a lot. So if you just
It's
show up,
hands off marketing, people.
yeah, you pay your money and you get a good return on exchange on value. And the other supporters, promoter, sponsor is the Vorg, the voiceover resource guide, thevorg.net, or the voiceoverresourceguide.com.
I love how you hug that close to your face.
Well, it's just so chock full of good stuff
Yeah.
from all over North America, but LA, New York, Chicago, and then all kinds of other places. Casting directors, agents, coaches, demo facilities, studios. It's all here. Back to the show. And we're back. So, one last question for Michelle, and that's about how she's made her costume designing and her voiceover career a synergy. And I know you have because you meet a lot of people in both industries. How has that worked for you?
Can
And
only
do you
imagine.
recommend it being in two different industries?
Yes, I think it does help. I feel like they feed each other. For example, I a few years ago I was doing the voiceover for a commercial for an athletic company.
Mhm.
And so I did the VO for them, and then they were looking for someone to do the wardrobe for the commercial.
Ah,
And I knew the producer, and he was like, "Wait, you do VO and costumes, right?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh. Do you want to do the costumes for this one too?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So then the commercial had my costume work in it and my voice on it.
Oh my gosh.
Um, and then just like 2 years ago, I was costume designing an independent film called Only the Good Survive. I was the costume designer, and we were in post, and I knew there was a part in the script that called for newscasters talking over a television. Like, you didn't see
hmm.
them, you just heard them. So I asked the director, who's going to do the newscaster voice? And he was like, I don't know. And he started talking about a guy friend of his who was an on-camera actor. And I was like, what if the newscaster was a woman? And he was like,
Oh.
that actually works better. And I said, what if the newscaster was me? And he was like, would you want to do it? And I was like, yeah. And now my voice is in the movie and my costumes are in the movie. And we were at South by Southwest
Oh, wow.
Film Festival
Wow.
2 years ago, and we're still looking for distribution, but we'll get it. And when that movie comes out, you'll see my costume work and hear my voice work all in the same film.
Michelle, I
So
love how you dropped that bomb. What if?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
love that.
Good for
I
you.
love that. That's
And I was
amazing.
advocating for women too. I'm
Yes,
like,
you
why does it
were.
have to be a boy? It could be a
Yeah.
female newscaster.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, and I know you're in the Television Academy for costuming, so you must also be able to network somehow within that and the events.
Yes, absolutely. I got into the academy for my costume work, but I definitely see voiceover people there all the time. Bob Bergen is very active there, and I know him from going on the cruise with him, and he'll introduce me to people, or just lots of other voice actors I see there because they also do on-camera acting or whatnot. So
Right,
they're
right,
in the academy, and I'll run into them at those events, and it's just fun when my two worlds collide. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have these costume friends here and my voiceover friends here. And
And it's FaceTime. It's more FaceTime with people. Yeah.
yeah.
You have a lot of friends. I know that.
You are
I'm gonna,
on fire, girl.
yeah, you're on fire.
Thank you.
One plug for Bob Bergen and his cruise. He's doing another VO cruise with Marilyn Wisner. They're going to Alaska, and I believe that
Wow.
happens in January 2026. So we can add that link as well.
I think it's May actually of
Oh, is it May?
2026.
Okay, well, it's in
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
2026, guys.
And I'll have a
Yeah.
link to it in our details and our resources. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I've been wanting to have
Yeah.
you for so long because you're so knowledgeable about the VO industry in LA, and I know it's helpful for everybody because then it crosses over with Zoom workshops, etc. So thank
Yeah.
you. Cheers.
Thank you, Michelle. Cheers.
Cheers.
to you. Keep
Thank
us updated on your career, girl.
Thank you. And cheers to both of you for having this awesome podcast and for
Aw.
inviting me on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah.
Speechless. Speechless.